And we are back. Today I am bringing you my raw reaction to the EA Sports FC gameplay deep dive. Now, immediately before I even click on the video, I can see that Vinicius Jr. is shushing. So if they brought that back, I'm not going to complain. I'm someone that actually celebrates after every goal.
Disgusting!
I just believe that this is a video game. We are not programmed to be robots that just skip replays and skip celebrations every time you score a goal. I like to enjoy the game. So if they brought shushing back, then that's just going to add a whole nother level of toxicity and mind games to everyone's style of play. So I'm all for that. If you disagree, feel free to let me know down in the comments. But let's get into it. Let's see what EA are bringing to EA Sports FC 24.
Welcome to EA Sports FC 24. Hello there. My name's Timsy, and I'm joined by two experts from the development team behind this year's game, Sam and Kancho. Guys, welcome.
Hey, excited to be here.
Hey, what's up?
Today, we'll talk about the trinity of technologies delivering this true-to-football level of authenticity. Hypermotion V, playstyles, and the revolutionized Frostbite engine. So let's just go straight into it. It feels like we have to start with Hypermotion V. So tell me, what's the V about? What's new this year?
I mean, initially, assuming this is the actual level of graphics we're going to be getting, it looks like they've improved on the graphics again. The players look even more realistic. So let's actually see what this Hypermotion V is all about, because it's not been the best so far. I think some of the things have been a little bit too unrealistic and a little bit too forced at times. So let's see what they say.
V stands for the volumetric capture technology. It's a game changer because this is one of the biggest gameplay innovation, and I think the best way to talk about this is to show it.
Erling Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
Remember that goal from Haaland against the Dortmund in the Champions League last year? We now have exactly the same motion in our game.
Oh, can you believe?
Okay, so immediately that's nothing new. If you go back to old FIFAs, you have the Van Persie header from the World Cup that he scored against Spain, I think it was. That diving header, that's been in the game for a few years. The Paul Pogba goal against Man City for Man United, where he flung in and scored, that's been in the game for a while. So this is nothing new right here. The ability to copy something that's happened in real life. They've already been doing that for years. And if you didn't know already, someone like Manuel Neuer already has like custom-made save animations because they've copied his body type in game. So not sure why they're going to promote this too much.
Believe what we've just seen!
Wait, that is actually incredible.
That's the magic of Hypermotion V. Hypermotion V completely redefines how we go from the real-world matches by using something called volumetric capture technology.
This has been a dream of ours for many years. Having the ability to get motion capture directly from the real players, the top players playing in the highest possible competitions, that's been a dream.
Well, how is that even possible?
Right, so basically they're just using the same technology they have over the last few years. They've just made it better, so it's even more realistic compared to the real moment in real life.
There is a set of cameras in the actual stadiums all around the pitch, and with these huge matches played in front of the thousands of fans, we'll be able to capture the exact player motion that happens in the real games.
So basically what you're telling me is if it's football, it's in the game. That is incredible. But will these new animations be everywhere across the game?
Absolutely. We're talking about passes, shots, talking about tackles. We're talking about hundreds of new, never-before-seen animations. Movements that are even more authentic to the football than ever before.
Especially those world-class actions that only a top player in a competitive match could possibly perform.
Grealish, it's in! A world...
So just thinking about it again there, looking at some of those tackles, how is it going to decide which tackle you're going to use? So, like, obviously I'm a Man United fan. I look at players like Wan-Bissaka. They have that very unique sort of like hook tackle type thing. Is the game going to know that that's the type of tackle I want to use? Like, is it going to know I want to do a forceful tackle, or is it just going to randomly pick what type of tackle to do because they've added so many new animations to the game?
Taken goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
So if Hypermotion V uses volumetric capture from leagues like the Premier League and the...
Oh, no. Hang on a minute. The goalkeeper's got to be saving this.
So if Hypermotion V uses volumetric capture from leagues like the Premier League...
He pulls his hand out the way!
Hypermotion V uses volumetric capture from leagues like the Premier
Oh my god. Right, anyway,
League
carry
and
on.
the Women's Champions League. Does that mean these top players are more authentic in the game this year?
Absolutely. Think of Haaland at a full sprint, right? Nobody in the world moves like him. And this year, we can take his volumetric data to create his running style with more authenticity than ever.
That's good.
And even more.
If players are going to be more
Hypermotion
unique,
V,
that's
we've
good.
essentially gone from a couple of dozen signature run styles to over 1,200.
And with this real world data, it just makes every player unique. And that's what's going into the game. So you play like Man City versus Liverpool, every player is going to be running a bit different.
Good.
Absolutely
That's really good.
sensational.
That's right. It's not just the stars we had previously in our game, it's everyone on the pitch.
Wow. So
That was a little bit concerning. That was a very unrealistic burst. She sort of like, she just sort of like jitters here and then goes.
That's right. It's
What's
not just
that?
the stars we had
That's not
previously in our
realistic
game,
at
it's
all.
Everyone on the pitch.
wow. So what you're telling me is Hypermotion V affects lengthy now.
Lengthy is back. Absolutely. With Hypermotion V, we have locked twice as many acceleration archetypes, which means more uniqueness, more differences, like in real life.
Okay.
That's incredible. And that's
I
just
like
the
that.
first big
I like that.
technology powering authentic gameplay in FC24. I know we could talk about it so much more and in great detail, but we have to move on. So let's talk about tech number 2. Tell me about these playstyles.
So to put it simply, numbers can't always explain the things that great players are able to do on the pitch. Imagine Trent's signature whip.
So that right there, that was a Volta skill move. I know that move from Volta. That's not been in the
Tell
game
me
before.
about these playstyles.
So to put it simply, numbers can't always explain
That's
the
good.
things that great players
More
are able to do on the
creativity
pitch.
will be good.
Imagine Trent's signature whip crosses, or the way that Vinny takes on defenders with his dribbling, or even Sam Kerr's instinctive style of finishing. So the playstyles really represent those signature abilities, adding that new dimension to the game that goes beyond just the ratings. It's more about the way you play.
Yes, and each of these playstyles will have 2 tiers, playstyles and playstyle plus. So the playstyles are the signature abilities that make players unique, and the playstyle plus takes these signature abilities from special to spectacular.
Amazing. And where did these playstyles actually come from?
Just like Hypermotion V, we are using real-world data to power our playstyles. And we've partnered with Opta to inform certain playstyles to our players so they're as authentic as possible.
Great. So what sort of gameplay boosts are we talking? I know a lot of people will want concrete examples from you, Sam.
Well, there's so many examples to take off. I really prefer to have players who have a defensive playstyles. And those playstyles will unlock a stop ball tackle, a new feature that we introduced in FC24. Players who will have these playstyles will be able to perform a stop tackle motion. It's an action that will cleanly dispossess the opponent and perfect opportunity to take the counterattack and take the lead.
And if
Oh, okay. So that answers my question about Wan-Bissaka. So certain players are going to have this play style that allows them to do those tackles where they'll hook the ball and win it back. I'm not sure I am convinced that I know how good Virgil van
It's an
Dijk
action
is at
that will
passing.
cleanly dispossess the
But
opponent
to make
and
that
perfect opportunity
tackle
to
and
take
then
the
one
counterattack
touch-
and take the lead.
Now, I'm sorry, Virgil van Dijk's not hitting that pass. He can hit a long ball, but he can't hit it with that much whip as well. That's a slight concern if someone like Van Dijk is hitting crosses like that, but we'll see.
And if you have the free kick specific playstyle, so that's going to give you that longer guiding line so you can see exactly where the ball is going to go and you
Yep.
can hit it into the top ends more regularly.
Like that.
Or the power shot. Power shot is a new mechanic we introduced last year, and this year the power shots playstyle really elevates this. You get faster to the ball, you shoot like a rocket. That's my favorite.
Wow. That is amazing.
Okay.
How many playstyles are there? Do you have a number?
In total, there are 34 brand new playstyles in FC24, and they cover
Again, goalkeeper. What's he doing on that?
34 brand new playstyles in FC24.
Should be
and
saving
they cover
that.
every aspect. And what I love about the playstyles, that's something that will truly define the players, make players more unique, and equip them with their true-to-life tendencies and signature abilities. Try to guess if someone has a power header, acrobatic shot, and power shot. Who is that?
I think it's your favorite player, Haaland, right?
Haaland, Haaland.
Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
But this isn't in just one phase of the game, right? It's throughout attacking, defending, in midfield.
So again, my only other question on this is how does it relate to Ultimate Team? Because I've seen certain people talk about how you can add playstyles to cards, or like EA are going to give certain promo cards more playstyles. I've sort of, this is the first time I'm looking at them, but I've not actually seen how they're going to be implemented. I'm assuming that players are going to come with default playstyles. Like he's just said, Haaland's going to have the power shot plus and acrobatic shots, things like that. But am I going to be able to like buy player styles like I do chemistry styles? Because if you've got all of these things, in my opinion, you can again start looking to move away from chemistry styles and just say, right, I'm going to apply this play style to this player. Or is it just going to be, we're still going to have chemistry styles on top of play styles, and then promo cards will change how different play styles work? I'm very interested to see how that will relate when the Ultimate Team trailers start coming out.
Everywhere.
Absolutely. Like, for example, the finesse shot with Son, rapid dribbling with Vinicius Jr., tiki-taka with Jude Bellingham, Marta and Trinity Rodman both has a great playstyles combination for both dribbling and finishing. Basically, all your favorite players will have a unique combination of the playstyles that truly defines who they are.
So, are we going to see these playstyles in any other game modes?
Yeah, for sure. They'll help you make your pro more unique in clubs. They'll help you create that perfect ultimate team.
Whoa. Create your ultimate team. So are we like assigning these playstyles to these players, or have they just got them?
Who they are.
So, are we going to see these playstyles in any other game modes?
Yeah, for sure. They'll help you make your pro more unique in clubs. They'll help you create that perfect ultimate team. They'll even allow you to personalize your player in career. To
Okay.
make your player
It looks
play
like they're
just
going to be
the way
fixed
you
in
want them
Ultimate
to.
Team.
Amazing. So, I know I don't have the real world attributes to be a trickster, but
It's the Bruiser
that's a
playstyle
new
plus
one.
for me.
you don't look like a bruiser. But
I like that.
Amazing. So, I know I don't have the real world attributes to be a trickster, but I would want the trickster.
Right, so again, my only question, because this is something that happens a lot with skill moves, or certainly with players that have had the flair trait and that before. In that clip there, has the person in control of John Stones made a tackle, or has the AI bit at Vinicius doing a skill because he's got the Trickster Plus ability? Because that's a major concern for me. As someone that likes to manually defend, if I see someone going for that skill move, I'm going to take control of John Stones and take a step back. But if the AI has just automatically dived in, that's a major problem and makes players with Trickster Plus the meta, because they can cause AI defenders or even players you're controlling to potentially fall over.
The playstyle plus, I think.
It's the Bruiser playstyle plus for me.
You don't look like a bruiser, though. You're a lovely man.
I just want to smash people. Nobody's getting by me.
Well, that brings us to our third in the trinity of technologies this year. What can you tell the people about the revolutionized Frostbite engine?
So, as people have noticed throughout this deep dive, the world's game has never looked better than it does this year.
The game looks amazing. The players' bodies, their faces, the light,
Like that skill move. That's going to be useful.
the pitch, even the way the fabric on the kits wraps and moves around the players. There's so much more detail and realism in the visual experience we bring in this year, and there is something that I've never seen before.
Amazing. I know we want to save a bit of these details for the presentation deep dive.
But hopefully, what we've shown already has started to get people excited.
Well, I certainly can't wait to start playing, and thank you both so much for taking us through Hypermotion V, play styles, and of course, the revolutionized Frostbite engine. Been a true pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Timsy.
We'll see you back soon for more deep dives. Welcome to the club.
Okay, I mean, it's not too bad. I like to say the Frostbite stuff looks good. The better the graphics, the better the gameplay. I'm always a fan of the graphics improving. I really like the uniqueness. That's the Hypermotion V, isn't it? How players are going to be a lot more unique in their body types and their running styles and all this, that, and the other. That'll make it a lot more, I don't want to say easier to have diverse teams, because obviously people are still going to jump towards the meta, but if you can actually have more uniqueness around players, they're not all just going to be built the same with different skins, that definitely adds more to the game. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see how these playstyles work. Obviously, like I say, as an Ultimate Team player, it'll be interesting to see how often these things are going to become effective. And like I said, that trickster thing could be potentially affecting the AI. I'm a little bit concerned about, like I say, that ball from Van Dijk. That's a bit of a concern for me. But if crosses are going to be back, that doesn't bother me. I'm someone that uses crosses a lot anyway. And as always, a fair few of those clips did concern me regarding the goalkeeper. But all in all, it looks pretty decent. I'm intrigued to see what happens once we start getting a look at the game. And we'll see what happens with the Ultimate Team trailer when that comes out, how they're going to manipulate these things that they've shown in this gameplay trailer to suit Ultimate Team. We shall see. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments. It's been a interesting watch, this one. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll see you very soon.